All right, what's up, everybody? UFC Mexico City wrapped up. Brandon Moreno versus Lonier Kavanagh. Brandon Moreno just got done selling everybody's fucking goddamn parlays. And I'm going to go ahead and recap this whole event starting from I guess I'll just start with the main event. I'm fucking pissed because I had Brandon Moreno. He was the last leg on the parlay, and this motherfucker sells my whole thing. He sells it, but it is what it is. Lonier Kavanagh looked really, really good. I just figured that Lonier Kavanagh coming in on 3 weeks' notice, elevation at Mexico City, I just thought that it was going to be too much. He's coming off of the Charles Johnson knockout loss, but nope. He looked absolutely incredible. Brandon Moreno just, got his ass beat for the first 2 rounds. And then rounds 3, 4, and 5, he just tried to clinch Lonier Kavanagh up against the cage, do the Marab versus Jose Aldo game plan. And he looked worse than I've ever seen him, to be quite honest with you guys. I did pretty solid on the picks. I got 9 for 13. Zellhuber, that was fucking hilarious watching him get beaten by Bobby Green, 39-year-old Bobby Green. But yeah, back to the main event. Lonier Kavanagh looked absolutely incredible. He was just landing big shots on Brandon Moreno. Brandon Moreno wasn't having too much success on the feet. He should have wrestled way earlier on in the fight, maybe try to gas out the kid that's coming in on short notice at elevation. But nope, Brandon Moreno just decided to have a striking match that he was just losing. Didn't want to change his game plan until he was already fucking concussed in the fight. And yeah, man, Lonier Kavanagh was chewing his leg up with the calf kick. He was landing big, hard shots on Brandon Moreno. By the end of the fight, Brandon Moreno was all busted up, just wearing on him in the clinch. Lonier Kavanagh, he came in on short notice. He was definitely tired. Ends the fight with a damn backflip. Kid was in incredible shape. Looked great for coming in on short notice. I thought that Brandon Moreno was going to look a lot better. I thought that he was going to have more success with the grappling. I thought that he was going to win. I picked him. I bet him. I thought that he was going to win. And he just completely sold everybody. Sold me included. So I'm pretty pissed off that I lost my bet. It is what it is. It is what it is. I'm sure you guys are pissed off at Brandon Moreno too. The few people that bet on Lonier Kavanagh, congratulations, good call. Not sure what you saw that made you want to do that, but I fucking respect it regardless. Only 14% of Tapology picked Kavanagh. 7% of those out of those 14 picked him by decision. No idea what fucking crystal ball these motherfuckers have, but it is what it is, I guess. Moving on down the card, we can go ahead and start from the very beginning. This was a pretty sick-ass card. Damian Pinas starts the night off, exploding on Wes Schultz's face. Big power from the penis. Wes Schultz was trying to wrestle, grapple, didn't have much success. Pinas was able to land big, hard shots, hurt him, put him down, ended up getting a first-round knockout. He hurt Wes Schultz, followed up with some ground and pound. Wes Schultz didn't really have much success whatsoever. Not a lot of people, but some people were picking Wes Schultz, because they were saying, Pinas doesn't have great wrestling, grappling. Wes Schultz has some solid submission threats, and he can get him down and submit him. But no, Pinas was just too explosive, too big, too thick, too girthy, too long, too veiny. And Pinas got the first round KO. Good for Damian Pinas. Good thing Song Yadong and Damian Pinas don't fight in the same weight class. You know what I'm saying? Pinas versus Yadong. All right, let me fucking move on. You guys get it. His name sounds like penis. All right. Francis Marshall versus Erik Silva. Francis Marshall completely destroys Erik Silva. I mean, he got caught right as the beginning of the fight started with a spinning back kick, which was pretty cool from Erik Silva. This dude's coming off of a knee injury, and he comes out opening up with a spinning back kick, which is, pretty inspiring for your boy who tore his ACL doing a spinning back kick. But yeah, Francis Marshall eventually ends up getting him down to the ground. Erik Silva has him in a guillotine, but Francis Marshall is able to get over to side control, clear that, get his head out of the guillotine, starts working for an arm triangle. Erik Silva ends up giving up his back, to get back up to his feet. And then Francis Marshall just locks in that rear naked choke, chokes out Erik Silva, round 1. So we're starting the night off with 2 solid first round finishes. You love to see it. And then coming up, we have Regina Tarin versus Ernesta Kareckaite. Regina Kill Bill Tarin, almost making me forget about how pissed off I am about Brandon Moreno. This fucking girl, let's go, 21 years old. She's fucking beautiful. She just came out there, fought her fucking ass off, got the people of Mexico on their feet, She should have been in the main event instead of Brandon Moreno's garbage ass. She came in on 3 days' notice, had a sick-ass scrap with Ernesta Kareckaite. Pretty low-level fight. It's not like, she went out there and showed like, oh, man, she's so technically impressive. She had a lot of things that she needs to work on. But, dude, she's only 21 years old. She came in on 2 weeks, 3 days' notice. Beats Ernesta Kareckaite. I was thinking, if it's close, they're going to rob Kareckaite and give it to Tarin. But no, man, she won that fight. She won rounds, I would say. I don't know if it was a 30-27 or it was a 29-28. Ernesta might have won one round in there, but Tarin did win that fight. She was landing the better shots. She was landing good knees in the clinch. Her punches and her elbows in the clinch weren't that great. She was kind of lacking in that area. But like I said, she's only 21 years old. She's going to go ahead and get better from this fight. And fucking speaking as the president of the Regina Kill Bill Tarin fan club, if you guys want to join, I'm accepting applications now. Fucking, we're starting this girl's career off. Fucking 1-0 in the UFC. Let's go. The sky's the limit for Regina Tarin. She's just going to keep getting better and better. Let's fucking go, Regina. Let's go. Or Regina, if you don't speak Spanish, like your boy. But great performance from Regina Tarin. That was a very exciting fight. Good ladies fight. Moving along, we got Javier Reyes versus Douglas da Silva de Andrade. Bro, if Andrade was not 40 years old, he would have slept this fucking dude. He would have knocked him the fuck out. Javier Reyes is going to get slept by the first good person that he fights. This dude has terrible head movement, terrible strike defense. I picked Andrade. I didn't bet him, so I'm not as angry. But I would have liked to get this pick right. Herb Dean with a terrible stoppage at the end of the round. Javier Reyes was landing some ground and pound. Herb Dean stops it at the very last second. Doesn't give Andrade the chance to get into round 2. But, so they're going back and forth on the feet. Douglas da Silva de Andrade lands a big right overhand, rocks Javier Reyes, lands another. As the time goes on, he's chasing him down, lands a solid big left hook, rocks him again. Javier Reyes is able to end up, landing a right hand on Douglas da Silva de Andrade, ends up getting top control, ground and pounding him as throughout the remainder of the round. I think it was like the last 2 minutes of the round. He was just beating him up from top position, had Douglas da Silva de Andrade all busted up. And then he gets, like it says right here, KO punches from back mount. He gets Douglas's back. He's just landing shots from up top. Herb Dean stops the fight with 1 second left in the round. Very, very shitty. 4:59 of round 1. I wish we could have seen Andrade go into that second round, so maybe my pick would have hit, but it is what it is. Javier Reyes looked pretty damn fucking hittable in this fight, but he got the win. This dude, if he fights somebody like an Adrian Yanez, somebody with some clean hands, he's going to get put to sleep. But Cristian Quiñonez versus Kris Moutinho, good fucking God, was this fight terrible. Cristian Quiñonez was out there fighting like he was fighting the Francis Ngannou of 135. He was just running his ass off away from Kris Moutinho, taking him down, wrestling, trying to go for some grappling. He's like, look what I've been working on since in my layoff. I've been wrestling and grappling. Look at me. It's like, bro, just knock this motherfucker out, bro. Like, this dude has no footwork. He doesn't move his head. Go out there and knock out Kris Moutinho. But nope, he just wanted to go out there and lay and pray. Minus 750 for that. That was fucking, dude, that was not an impressive performance at all. Went out there to look like Jordan Levitt versus Yadier Del Valle. But it's like, Kris Moutinho, he went out there. He survived to a decision. He got beat up the whole time, but at least he didn't get, knocked out. But it is what it is. Kris Moutinho, 0-4 in the UFC, I think. This fucking poor guy, hopefully he can come back and get a win. I don't know who the fuck this dude can beat in the UFC, though. It's like, Jesus Christ, what do you do with Kris Moutinho? But it is what it is. I don't want to shit on him too bad, even though I just spent the last 2 minutes shitting on him. But yeah, Cristian Quiñonez wins a boring-ass fight. Moving along, we got Ailín Pérez versus Macy Chiasson. I picked Macy Chiasson. I thought that she was going to be able to stop the takedowns, and I thought that she would have the better striking on the feet. But nope, she didn't fucking open up on the feet whatsoever, and Ailín Pérez was able to take her down mostly at will. If Macy was able to stop a takedown, she didn't really do anything with that. She didn't try to land any striking off of the the defended takedowns. She had her in the clinch. She didn't throw knees. She didn't throw elbows. She just didn't really throw shit. She ended up taking Ailín Perez's back in round 1. She reversed the position. She was looking good, and then she just ends up not fighting and to win, and then Ailín Perez is just able to take her down, hold her down, and it is what it is. You get a typical Ailín Perez win. She shakes her ass at the end. Everybody in the front row were always like, God damn, who fucking opened up a can of tuna? And then, it is what it is. Ailín Perez and her fucking OnlyFans skills get her the win. Moving along, that fight was pretty boring. It was Cristian Quiñonez and Ailín Perez, 2 fights in a row. Pretty shitty. And then Ryan Gandra comes in, gets the excitement back into the building by knocking out Jose Medina in 40 seconds. Jose Medina, I have no idea how this dude is still in the UFC. This guy's basically like the Tai Tuivasa of middleweight, but he never ended up having any success in the UFC. All right, so I need to edit that out because I basically fucking doxed myself, so that's great. Ryan Gandra lands a big hard punches on Jose Medina, knocks him out. Jose Medina was complaining about the stoppage, but it was pretty clear stoppage. He dropped down to the ground like a sack of fucking potatoes, and then Ryan Gandra gets the win. Looked very impressive. Did the Ateba Gautier type performance, but won even faster. And Ryan Gandra is a problem. He's got some big fucking power. He was landing. This dude's name is the Problema, so I guess his nickname is accurate. So we've got Santiago Luna versus Angel Pacheco as well. Santiago Luna was looking good. Angel Pacheco is tough as shit, dude. God damn. This was a back and forth fight. Mostly Santiago Luna winning, but Angel Pacheco never quit. He hung tough. He was eating big hard shots, and he just kept, he stuck in the fight. He was backing up. Santiago Luna was doing a lot of pressuring forward. I was expecting Angel Pacheco to get knocked out in this fight, but nope. Tough as shit, never been finished. Gave Santiago Luna a great learning experience in the cage. Santiago Luna, I'm pretty sure that was the first decision he's ever won. So, yep, he's finished all of his other opponents. Wasn't able to finish Angel Pacheco. He's tough as hell. Good learning experience for Santiago Luna. That's some valuable in-cage experience with a dude that just wouldn't go away. And Santiago Luna, he just kept going, kept coming forward, didn't get discouraged. He's like, I hit this dude with my best fucking punches. He's like, damn, what am I supposed to do? He's like, nope. I'm just going to keep coming. I'm just going to keep landing shots on this dude. If I can't get him out of here, I'm just going to keep whooping his ass, and that's exactly what he did. Great learning experience for Santiago Luna. He looked good, landing solid takedowns, landing big punches on the feet, good ground and pound, submission attempts as well. Great performance from Santiago Luna. You love to see it. And Angel Pacheco, he fucking made himself proud, not getting finished, being tough, landing big shots of his own in return. Santiago Luna took them well. But, moving on, we've got Imanol Rodriguez versus Kevin Borjas. Bro, this shit got fucking scary in round 1 for Imanol Rodriguez bettors. Kevin Borjas rocked him bad with the right hand as Imanol Rodriguez was crashing forward. Got him all on wobbly legs, landed another big right hand, looking like maybe if he landed one more, Imanol Rodriguez would have been out of there. Maybe a different referee might have even stopped this fight. But Imanol Rodriguez was able to take Kevin Borjas down as he was going for the finish, was able to recover, held him down basically to the last 10 seconds of round 1. Borjas was able to get up at the end of the round. Didn't really land too much from there. But Imanol Rodriguez got rocked bad, was able to take Borjas down, started beating him up with ground and pound. And then in round 2, he just kept pressuring forward, didn't really eat too much in return. Borjas was throwing, he was trying to land, but Imanol Rodriguez was able to stay defensively sound. And he just broke Kevin Borjas down, just kept coming forward, kept throwing big shots. He eventually hurt Kevin Borjas, had him backed up against the cage, landed another big right hand like over the top. It was kind of like on the side of his head. Borjas was just there, and then he just drops. It doesn't go out, but he's just kind of like, fuck, that was a big right hand. I'm just gonna drop down to the ground, and I don't want to do this anymore. And Imanol Rodriguez, tough as fuck, came back and broke Kevin Borjas. Nice comeback KO from Imanol Rodriguez. Dude's a little tank. He's a beast. Looking forward to his next fight. I don't know. Beating Kevin Borjas is a solid win at 125. Maybe give this dude, Sumaderji, who's coming off of a Kevin Borjas win as well. But who knows? Let's see. Moving along, we've got Edgar Chairez versus Felipe Bunes. Man, Edgar Chairez had us all fucking sweating. If this was not in Mexico City, This fight could have gone to Felipe Bunes, but you got some biased judges in Mexico City that gave it to Edgar Chairez on the split decision. But Edgar Chairez, he just wasn't fucking throwing, dude. Felipe Bunes was able to take his back, and it was just on a standing body triangle for the entirety of round 1. Edgar Chairez just was not throwing in round 2. I don't fucking know why. Felipe Bunes ends up kicking him in the balls, and then he comes back, and like the last 40 seconds, Edgar Chairez starts opening up a little bit. Round 3, they're going back and forth. Edgar Chairez is opening up. Actually, he's trying to fight now in round 3, but it's like, bro, he had us fucking worried in rounds 1 and 2. I was sweating that parlay for fucking nothing as Brandon Moreno's garbage ass ended up selling me anyways. But Edgar Chairez, they were going back and forth. He wasn't landing too much of just boxing. This dude was going for spinning back fists way too much. Not sure what the fuck that was about. But, Edgar Chairez wins a decision, surprisingly, because this dude's a fight finisher. But yeah, moving along, we've got King Green versus Daniel Zellhuber. This fucking kid. Daniel Zellhuber is so bad, dude. Oh my God. So before this fight, he was 0-1 against old Unks. Now he's 0-2 against old Unks. He just can't beat a fucking old black guy to save his life. I'm just going to say it how it is. Good God, Daniel Zellhuber. This guy needs to fucking go to the PFL or something, or to the LFA, because holy shit. He would whoop my ass, but he can't fucking beat anybody in the UFC, so I don't know what to tell you. What's his record in the UFC? I think he's 1-4. Good God. Yeah. Okay, he's 2-3. No, 2-4. 3-4. All right, math is fucking hard. I'm sorry, y'all. So he's 3-4 in the UFC. But Jesus Christ. Bobby Green is able to, it's a relatively competitive back and forth fight in round 1. Bobby Green is able to rock him bad in round 2 with a big left overhand, kind of like a straight hand. Bobby Green throws these weird ass unorthodox punches. So, he lands a big left in the second round. Zellhuber's backing up. Bobby Green's able to take him down. They're going back and forth, scrambling on the ground. Bobby Green is just able to get up, starts putting big shots on Daniel Zellhuber. Daniel Zellhuber kind of like fucking falls backwards, almost like Johnny Walker against Jamal Hill, looking like the fucking wacky inflatable arm waving tube man. And Bobby Green just ends up TKOing him via punches. It's like, how the fuck are you getting knocked out by 39-year-old Bobby Green and you're a minus 500 favorite? My cat's just fucking destroying shit in the background, which is wonderful. But we move on. The show keeps going. Bobby Green knocks out Daniel Zellhuber. That's a big underdog that cashed. Huge upset. Unk still got it. Fucking moving right along. We've got David Martinez versus Chito Vera. Classic Chito Vera. He doesn't throw shit until the third round. Then he comes pressuring forward, rushing to get a finish when he could have been fighting that way the entire time because he has great cardio, but he just does not open up. He just waits until people are tired, and then he's like, all right, let me come after you now that you're tired from fucking throwing so many shots at me and winning the rounds. And, David Martinez was looking great in round 1, beating Chito Vera up, moving back and forth, landing solid shots, landing solid punches, landing solid kicks. Chito Vera kind of throws a head kick, and Martinez eats it, ends up taking him down. Chito's throwing illegal up kicks off of his back, kicking Martinez as a downed opponent. Throw some extra punches after the fight is the bell rings. Chito's doing some scumbag shit in the fight. Second round, pretty much the same. Martinez landing solid shots, running around the ring. I mean, he's running, but he's throwing. Chito's just chasing after him. Martinez is just picking and moving, picking his shots well, sticking and moving, I should say. But yeah, man. And then David Martinez after round 2, he's like, God damn, that was a lot of movement. That was a lot of striking. I'm fucking tired in round 3. And then Chito's like, all right, man, I fucking am not tired at all. I'm going to actually open up now. And then he starts coming forward, chasing Martinez down, landing big shots. Martinez bettors are fucking worried as that was a long 5 minutes for David Martinez. Chito Vera was coming forward, pressuring the shit out of him, trying to get the finish. David Martinez survives through the decision. If that was a 5-round fight, Chito would have killed him in rounds 4 and 5. But David Martinez, it was a 3-round fight. So David Martinez was able to survive to a decision, ends up getting the win here. And yeah, he looked great in this fight. Very solid. Now back to the main event. Brandon Moreno, you absolutely fucking suck. Brandon Moreno, go build some Legos, you fucking little pussy bitch. But yeah, sold my parlay, sold everybody's parlay. it is what it is. Fucking goddamn shame, dude. It's a goddamn shame. Goddamn shame. But yeah, good lord. But yeah, Lonier Kavanagh looked really good in this fight. He beat Brandon Moreno up in that second round, damn near finished him. He had him hurt bad. He looked solid, super solid. Looked incredible in this fight. But yeah, man, I don't know what the fuck Brandon Moreno was thinking with that performance. He just did not wrestle him in rounds 1 and 2. He just waited until he got his ass whooped, and then he just ends up, losing a decision in his hometown against someone on short notice that came in fucking to fight him at elevation on 3 weeks' notice. That's unranked, and you're the fucking former champion, and you're fighting in Mexico, and you fucking lose in Mexico City in front of all the goddamn Mexicans instead of getting the fucking win like you were supposed to, so that my parlay could have cashed. You stupid fucking dumb motherfucker. God. But yeah, that's the post-card. That's the post-fight recap. That's the full card breakdown. Leave a like, leave a comment, subscribe, all that good stuff. Let me know what you thought about the fights. We went 9-13, so that's not too bad. I picked Pinas, I picked Marshall, I picked Tarin, picked Andrade, got that wrong. Picked Quiñonez by round 1 knockout and wins a boring-ass decision. Picked Chiasson, got that wrong. Picked Gandra, round 1 knockout, perfect pick. Picked Luna KO, won a decision. Picked Rodriguez by decision. He ends up getting a KO. Picked Chirez by KO. He wins a decision. Picked Zellhuber for some fucking reason. He gets knocked out by Bobby Green. Picked Martinez by decision. Hit that shit. Picked Moreno by submission round 4. And that shit fucking lost. So, solid night of picks. Bad night of betting as per usual for your boy. Your boy can't win a fucking bet on the UFC for shit. But yeah, let me know what you think. That was a fun night of fights. Just to piss me off at the end. But yeah, peace out, bros. I appreciate you for tuning in, all that good stuff. Hey, bada bing, Regina Tarin. Let's do a fucking interview, honey. Let's fucking go. Let's get it.